Alright guys, so just to say off rip, you know, if you're stumbling across this video or whatnot, this isn't something I normally do or talk about or whatever. I guess I might make a couple videos like this because it's becoming relevant again in my life. But I've mentioned it before on this channel, like, yeah, I'd say several times. Out of almost 500 videos, it's come up a couple times. Not a lot. I'm not one of these fucking crazy guys that dwells on it. But I've mentioned it. And so this is an engine building channel, and it's primarily Honda. But you know, just because, like I said, it's relevant in my life again. Veteran, right? I enlisted at 21 years old in 2008. I did 5 years active duty, and I got out. I've been out 6 years currently, and as of right now, I'm due to go back to MEPS tomorrow for re-enlistment. Right now, if you are a prior service or whatnot and trying to get back in, of course, the biggest thing is weight. If you got to make tape, right? So if you want to hear what I did to make sure I was good for height and weight, there's another video that I guess I talked about weight loss, what I did, and it's really long-winded, but it just kind of like, it's not instructional. It's just saying the things I did to get it down. I was 300 pounds at one point, or 298, and I had to cut back down. But right now, as of today, I'm 214. And I'm going to be fasting for 24 hours. I mean, I've already gone in. Before I even did the paperwork, of course, the recruiter's not going to even start if you can't pass tape. So the first time I did, I walked in, taped me up to make sure I could get in. He's like, yeah, we're good to go. We can start paperwork. All right, so now this video is talking about, like, basic training, what to expect going if you're a first time going in, right? I guess to do it the same way I kind of did, like, the weight loss video thing, was to talk about that. So going into basic training, I was a little nervous about the physical shit, you know, and I was like, but you got one thing to understand is anybody can pass basic training. If you really care about getting through this, and you really are trying, like, you're making all the effort, you're giving 100%, 110%, drill sergeants recognize this, and the drill sergeants are there to make sure you succeed. They're going to make you a soldier. They're going to make you ready to go to your duty station. They want to make sure you're physically fit. They can make sure you're respectful, make sure you're going in the right mindset. So they're going to be hard on you, but it's not like crazy hard. It's, you know, but hard, right? First thing I want to say is I don't have any negative memories of basic training. Basic training was, at the end of it, was fun. Not something I wanted to do again, which ironically I'm probably going to be. But, you know, it wasn't a bad experience. Now, the one thing you got to get used to is shitting with a lot of people, and open showers, because unless something changed recently, they have open bays for showers. You got, like, if you're lucky, you got dividers between individual shower heads, but it's open all the way around, right? I guess what a kind of like an unspoken rule was, you just don't go to shower with your buddy. Like, whoever the fuck your battle buddy is that you normally talk to, you just don't go to the shower with that guy. Y'all just go at separate times, right? At least that's what I did, right? So that was the first shocker to get used to. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna be. The YMCA has dividers and curtains, but I don't know, so I didn't know what to expect. I just, you know, so you go to the in-processing. In-processing was completely open base, no dividers. So it was just like, oh, well, you know, fuck. And you jump in, pick a corner. When there wasn't a lot of people in there, scrub, get out. You know, just look into the corner. For me, that's what I did. You know, fucking awkward in here, naked with a bunch of dudes. After a while, you know, you get used to it. It's not a big deal. And then you got the basic training out of processing, and it's like, oh, fuck, this is great. We have dividers in between the stalls. So that's a little bit of, you know, privacy. After a while, everybody's in there singing cadences and shit. That's how you know that you've been in there for a while. You stop people singing rap songs after a while. It's not rap songs anymore. You're singing fucking marching cadences. And so everybody's in there just fucking around, joking around, and doing your own thing. You like, you go in there real quick and you get out. So that's one thing you got to be used to. Now, I say with shitting with everybody is because generally speaking, you have 4 stalls. Now, thank God it's not like the Marine Corps. I don't know if they still do that, but it's not like that. Where it's not like Jarhead where it's just open toilet, or it's not like jail where it's an open toilet, because that would have been fucking a nightmare torture for me. Thank God that wasn't it. Now, I say shit with everybody is because generally speaking, or no, not generally speaking, y'all eat at the same time every day. And your body gets adapted to that. You eat in the morning, you eat lunch, and you eat your dinner. And unless you're out doing something in the field or whatever, where you're eating MREs, but you're eating those 3 times. So when you get back, you got to shit. The body's like, you haven't been fed all day. Your body's used to it. You're doing fucking constant activity, so your shit doesn't take too long to process. It's ready to go. So usually there's long lines. The people start to line up at the stalls, man, waiting to shit. So get used to shit with people, man, because that's just how it's gonna be. And then okay, so that's just the, you know, the that's the super basic stuff that you're gonna have to get used to. That's not physically demanding at all. It's just, you know, get ready for that. You know, the other thing, is, like I said, is the mental shit. Right? Here's well, no, that's the most important thing is the mental shit. So we'll talk about the physical stuff first, right? So my first month into basic training, I was a crippled man. Like my legs gave the fuck out. From my knee to my ankle, it was shin splints. I had shin splints terribly bad. Like getting out of bed, I would like wobble like a fucking penguin to get around, man. And it was like that for a couple of weeks, because unless you're injured, like if you're injured, they make you repeat. Like they hold you over. That was my nightmare scenario. I did not want to do another cycle. I wanted to get in, get out as quick as possible. So I fucking forced myself to get through it. And eventually, I don't know, I think those little fractures calcified and I was good. So I guess the good thing would be to prepare yourself ahead of time, even if you don't need to lose weight. Like even if you're skinny as fuck. Run. Fucking run. Run your ass off. Because you are going to be running. And you're going to be marching a lot. Right, now they ease you into it, but still, if you haven't run in years, like let's say you're like me when I went in, I was 21, so I hadn't run like for fun since I was like a little kid, you know. So I was like, you know, that's why, you know, I hadn't run in how many years, and I was overweight, so like it fucking shocks your body, and it sucks. So if you want to avoid being an invalid for a little while and potentially risking being recycled, you know, I would say that if you're thinking about doing this, you're seriously considering it, run your fucking ass off. Run, right? As far as your push-ups and sit-ups and shit go, like, yeah, it's not a bad idea to get as close to PT in shape as you can. I mean, especially because I know, like, if you're on initial entry, like, you can pass a PT test beforehand, they give you more rank or whatnot. I went in as a fuzzy, so I didn't care. I just wanted to go. So that's the thing. The only physical part I would say is that run. Work on your fucking cardio, because they're gonna run you all over the place, up and down fucking hills. It's gonna suck if you're not used to running. So there's that, right? Now, mentally, right? So I remember when I had my breaking moment, right? So it was really early on. Go to in processing. Now, your first week that you're there, you're not in basic training yet. You're in processing. You're getting your uniforms, getting all your paperwork done, getting shots, you know, all that shit. I think it's 5 days. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember, but I think it's 5 days, right? Now, I don't remember what day it was of the week that I got in there, but I know that while I was there, the weekend came, right? And they're like, all right, Sunday, we're not really doing anything today, you know, like, if you're religious, go fucking, you can do this bullshit church thing, and then, or not, you can stick around here, but if you're going to be in the barracks, we're going to do a demonstration of the PT that we're going to be doing while we're in basic training. I was a little dubious, but I was like, I don't know. But I was like, fuck that, I'm not going to church. How long is this PT thing going to be? Just go do PT, you know, it's just demonstration. We're not actually supposed to be doing it, right? So I go to the field, and for whatever reason, I think somebody said something stupid. We wound up getting smoked. Like, that was the first time ever getting smoked. We're not supposed to get smoked in processing, but it happened, right? So we were doing the exercise and shit, and they make you hold it. They start torturing you. Like, well, it's not really torture, but if you're not physically fit, man, it sucks, right? You learn really quick where your limits are. And if you're not already physically fit going in, your limits aren't very high. You're looking at, you know, if you don't work out actively, even if you're not fat, even if you don't work out, if you don't work out at all, and you're going in there, 10 push-ups are going to be hard. 15 push-ups are going to be hard. So if you're doing basic ass push-ups, you know, and then you start having you hold it, man, you will start to burn. You will start to be in bad pain. You're going to start giving out. You're going to, you know, drop to your knees, and you'll start to be screaming at you, get off your fucking knees and all this shit. And it's going to be pushed, and it's going to suck, and then you're going to try, and you're like, oh my God, I can't fucking do this. So after getting smoked the very first time, I'm sitting in my fucking bunk and processing like, I don't know, man, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I'm not cut out for this shit. I don't know if I'm going to fucking make it, right? Right, so that sucks, right? So go to base training. We finally get everything done. We actually get to our unit, and then what's the first thing that happens? Getting off the bus and going into your base, you get smoked. We got smoked. So there's that. Don't get liquid laundry soap. Fuck, for the love of all God, when you buy soap, buy the powdered shit, man. The very first duffel bag I ever got for basic training, or for the Army, was Forever laundry soap stained because I got liquid soap in there. Getting smoked was picking it back, dropping it back, picking it back, dropping it back, and of course I fucking broke the fucking soap and it went everywhere. So don't get liquid soap for the love of God, because you never know if they're gonna smoke you with your bag or not. So there's that. And then here's the thing too, like that was the first mind-breaking thing, was I might not be physically fit enough to do this. And then after a while, you know, you start talking amongst each other and you're realizing like you gotta fucking cheat. Like, so if you're getting smoked by one drill sergeant, and especially if you're early on, you gotta cheat a little bit. It's almost impossible to do what they're asking you to do. So you gotta be crafty. You gotta learn how to squeeze your rest in between, because it's just impossible. You're just not gonna make it if you're trying to do it. Unless you're some like super athlete, man. You have to be, because the whole point is the drill sergeants are waiting for everybody to break. They're waiting for you all to break. They're pushing you to your breaking point, because that's their job. They have to do that, right? They're here to make you strong, and they only have so many months to do it. And they're trying to get you PT ready within other ones. BT training is like 10 weeks, so they got 2.5 months to get you ready for a PT test, right? So what happened was, you know, you start getting smart, and then like whispering amongst each other, like, hey, just fucking, you know, when he turns his fucking back, just fucking lay down. That's what it was. That's what it was after a while. Like, this dude's like, he's smoking the fucking platoon. He's walking one way, and you're fucking like, shaking a little bit. And like, shake a little bit, man. Shake on purpose if you need to. Try and end this shit sooner. Make a lot of noise, make a lot of grunts and groans, shake, you know, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for you to break. So make sure you let them know that you're breaking. You know what I mean? Especially your first week, it's not gonna be hard to fake it. It's gonna happen to you, right? And then like, so when the drill sergeant turns his fucking back, you just lay down for a second. You see him start turning around, you pop back up. That's the only way you get through it without fucking just dying, man. Because there's that, right? So here's the other thing, right? Basic training has 3 phases. You have red phase, you have blue phase, you have white phase. I'm pretty sure that's the way they go. I know those are all the ones. I don't remember if that's the right order. Red phase for sure is. I know that's the first one, right? Because red phase is the one where they fuck you up. Now they're gonna tell you, oh, red phase, you know, we're gonna fucking hammer you in. White phase, blue phase, we expect you to be, you know, closer to soldiers, give you a little bit more responsibility, a little freedom. And then the white phase is at the end, you know, we pretty much count you as soldiers. You should be good to go, right? So, and red phase is the most difficult, obviously, and it could last for a lot longer than you think you could, but it's not that big a deal. Like, the thing is that they kind of make you mad at each other, you know. You're like, one person will fuck up, and you're like, oh man, fuck, and because you're all doing fucking push-ups again, or whatever fucking bullshit ass exercise these motherfuckers come up with. But yeah, friendly wrist position move. This is the game. Half right face, friendly wrist position move, and it seems like every time you turn around, there's some dumb shit happening, and after a while, it gets fucking aggravating. Like, goddamn, we're doing fucking push-ups again because this fucking idiot or that fucking idiot, and it's like, fuck, man, fuck you and fuck this. But you have to realize that these motherfuckers are gonna smoke you regardless. They're looking for an excuse to find a reason to fucking smoke you. Why? Again, because they're trying to get you PT ready. They're trying to get you strong to pass that PT test. Red phase is crucial because that's when you come in, you're at the weakest. So they're going to be smoking you a lot to build up your strength as quick as possible, right? So don't get mad at your battle buddies. Don't get fucking mad at everybody else. You know, like, we had a drill sergeant that when he started the cycle, he wasn't there for the first couple weeks. I think he was on leave or whatever. When he came in, he made sure he was there first thing in the fucking morning before fucking the sun comes up, and like, he turned on the lights, and you're rolling out of your beds in friendly rep position. Like, it doesn't, like, you have to get all your shit ready and toe the line at a certain time every morning, right? But regardless of that, this motherfucker, even if you were ready, he would come in and he would just smoke everybody, and then he would come in early on purpose to catch everybody fucked up and to smoke everybody. And that's just how it's gonna be. Like, it took me a while. Like, looking back at it, it's like, duh, of course. But at the time, you're in the fucking shit, you know, you're like, and you just, when's this gonna fucking stop, man? You just want it to be over already. So, you know, it just takes a while to realize that, it took me a minute, but fortunately enough, I came to this realization while I was still in basic training. I think we were already past red phase, though. But I think we were in blue, and I was like, you know what? Smoking is just, there's nothing that we can do to avoid it. They're going to always find a reason to do that shit to you just because they're trying to, you know, get you strong, get your PT scores up. Oh, fuck. So that's really all there is to it, man. Like, as long as you go in there and you're giving 110% effort and you're, you know, you're giving, like, you're legit giving it your all, the drill sergeants are there to help you. They're gonna be yelling in your face or whatever, but it's not a big deal. They don't really mad at you. They're just trying to get you disciplined. You know, can you handle someone screaming in your fucking face, shit like that? Now, if you do something stupid and you're a regular fuck up, then they're gonna zero in on you and they're gonna fuck with you extra hard more than other people. So that's the thing I want to say. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Keep your head down. Don't give them a reason to focus on you. Just stay in the background. Just stay in the background. Do everything you're told. Reply immediately. You know, just stay chill. Don't let anybody break you mentally, and then you're fine. Like, stay in the back. Do what you're supposed to do. Keep your head down. Don't let them fucking target you. And give 110%. Make sure you're always there to give effort and shit. And you'll sail right on through. It's literally just passing the time and passing your PT test, which everybody should be able to pass their PT test by the time you get to it. Now, some people have a problem with the run, but you'll get it, man. Just give 110% effort. Give everything you got. And when you think you're starting to slow down, like, oh, I got nothing left to give, dig out a little bit more. Everybody has a little bit more in the tank than they think they do. Find something to pull that out of you. And the drill sergeants will see that, and you'll get through. But anyway, so basic training is not really that big a deal. You're going to have to conquer some like mental fears you might have. Like, I had a problem with the fear of heights. Had to do some shit I wasn't very comfortable doing, but I was able to get through it. So, other than that, like, how hard is basic training? It's not that hard. It's designed to make you succeed, but it's also designed to get you in shape. And the drill sergeants are going to approach you in a way to get you ready for the Army. So, there it is. There's that. I said I was going to do some shit about the prior service or whatnot, but I guess I can just wrap it up into this too. If you are prior service and you're looking to re-enlist, a year ago, in 2018, they were having a warrior transition course where prior service re-enlisting could do something at Fort Bliss or Fort Leonard Wood, and it would be 6 weeks, and it was just like a refresher course, all with prior service. Now, in 2019, as of 2019, if you're prior service re-enlisting, as far as I understand, you got to go back to basic training. So, as me re-enlisting right now, I'm going to have to go back to full-on basic training. Now, I'm not worried about it physically or mentally because I know this is a fucking cakewalk for me. It's going to be easy-ass fucking money because I know exactly what to expect. I'm already PT ready because I've been working out for a long time. I've been lifting for a year and cardio like a motherfucker because I lost all that weight. So, I'm already good to go. My only thing that's gonna suck dick about it for me is, man, I'm a fucking combat veteran. So it's gonna be a little awkward to be in there with a bunch of young guys that are fresh out the fucking basket, you know. But whatever. So if you're prior service, you want to go back, man. Shit is the way it is. They're not as of 2019, they're not really giving out a lot of job options. Thanks to Trump and the Republicans, they swole the military back up. When I went a year ago, they were telling me I could do whatever the fuck I want. I could re-enlist a reclass. I can re-enlist and stay in my MOS. It was up to me. But now they're telling me you got to reclass. And the choices they gave me were infantry, Cav Scout, cook. I was like, I'll take infantry because I'm not going to be a cook. And why be a Cav Scout? If I want to do fucking combat arms, let me just go full on in. And I was going to reclass anyway because I think with all my awards and shit, I'm like the 400 point range. And if I go back in combat arms, if I go infantry, like E5 is like 157 points. So all I gotta do is pass the promotion board, and I'm E5. And then E6 is 17 points. So I'll be straight. So I'm going back in to infantry because for several reasons. One, I wanted to be able to push myself. I was thinking about re-enlisting because I wanted to see what I would do with my knowledge that I have. And I would like to see what I can do physically now that I actually care about the physical aspects and I'm not going to let myself go on the PT standards once I'm in. And also, you know, now that I have the choice to reclass, I can get a job with lower points so I can actually make my fucking E5 and not have to worry about being an E4 for 10 years, because there's a lot of people that get trapped like that, and depending on your MOS, because the points are 798, and unless you are like a super PT stud and getting 300 on your PT test, and you're really good with the NCOs to get WLC or whatnot, and to do like those things that are going to get you more points, it's hard. Promotion points are hard to come by. I don't know. I've been out 6 years, so I don't know how much things have changed on that side. But I know that when I was leaving, they had changed a lot of things. Like they were used to do online courses that used to count for like 150 points. Now they're all gone. They don't count for shit anymore. So it's not easy to come by unless you're a super soldier points. Unless you're just racking up awards and certifications over time. So that's another thing. If you're thinking about your initial entry, when you're thinking about your job choices, you might want to be looking at job choices considering where promotion points you're at. that's something to seriously look at. And so you go to Google promotion points for MOSs and see the MOS that you're looking at, that you're considering, and see where the points are at. If the points are higher than 400, I wouldn't fuck with it, man, because it's just difficult. I know, like I said, I've known a lot of people have been enlisted for a long time. They're E4 for a long time, and if you're trying to make a career out of this, promotions are key. You can't stay enlisted longer than 10 years as an E4. You have to make your 5. So if you want to make a career out of this, and you're not a super soldier, and you might want to make sure that you pick your MOS based on points. Just something to consider. All right, guys. So that's it. Let's talk about this. Hopefully that helps out some of you guys that are considering or whatnot. And or if you're seeing this and you haven't seen anything else on the channel, like I said, this YouTube channel is for engine building and shit like that, Honda engine building. So check that out if you're interested. If not, okay, cool. And hope you got something out of this. And good luck to you in the future. And peace. Thanks for watching. And good luck.